Okay, guys, sorry for a bit of a delayed start here with commentary. It's currently 2-2 for in this Huskies versus FCA tournament game. And we have had Kyle Orser scoring for the Heartland Huskies, and I'm unaware who scored for FCA, but someone did. And there's a three-point shot, no good. I believe that was from number eight, Jonah DeMerchant, over to do Pharrell Kenji.
Yeah, if you've seen any of these Heartland games so far, you know they do love to shoot the three. They got a lot of different weapons who can do it. Last night it was Cooper Blois who was really on fire. About 4 or 5 three-point shots, and 6 in their game against Salisbury, the real nail-biter. But Heartland 2-0 so far in this tournament. They played a great couple of games so far. FCA 1-1, but this should be a close one from a couple of single-A Western opponents. These guys are, if they're not familiar with each other yet, they will get familiar with each other over the course of the season.
Oh, for sure. FCA, these two teams are pretty strong. Some of the strongest in single A. FCA really good. Heartland really good. I think this will be a deciding factor in who gets like second or third in this tournament. And then the Heartland-Harvey game is going to be a big game.
Heartland-Harvey will be good too. Harvey has already beaten FCA, so they hold that important tiebreaker. But Heartland with 2 wins today, they go 4-0, and that's the tournament for them. FCA, of course, they get a win here. Could force a interesting tie situation with a lot of 3-1 teams potentially. A lot of basketball to play, though. This is game 6 of 10 in this tournament, so really looking forward to seeing how things unfold. Everyone's played good games, all 5 teams, so really looking forward to watching them play out here.
Now it is going to go over to Heartland. There's the three-point shooting you were talking about. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect this time, but we see Luke Cayley driving in for FCA. He shot a few threes himself in some of his games. He's definitely not a bad three-point shooter.
And there's a nice block by Cooper Blois. He goes all the way to the other end, going the distance, but he'll draw the foul. Really nice play by Blois. Grade 11 student. A lot of grade 11 students on this Heartland team.
Shot one is going to go.
So Heartland 1 for 1 here in the early going from the foul line.
And nope, the second one doesn't end up going, but 1 for 2 now. Number 9, Cooper Blois. And it is going to go out to Pharrell Kenji. He's going to pass it into Mateo Onana. He's going to pass it out to Luke Robertson. No good.
Smart play by FCA. Using the pick set by Onana to drive in and then find the open man outside the circle for an unblocked 3 attempts from one of their snipers, Luke Robertson. And foul there, I believe Robertson's trying to call. I think defense just a little too aggressive there. Yeah, and indeed it will be Cooper Blois's first, team second.
Early fouls for Heartland here as number 12, Emmett McLeod, finds Mateo Onana. He finds Luke Robertson. Luke Robertson into Pharrell Kenji. He's going to drive in and it gets tipped away by Cooper Blois. And now it is going to be Heartland on the FCA side looking for some points here. I presume they're going to pass around and look for a 3-point shot here. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to find Jonah DeMerchant. No good. Now it's going to be Mateo Onana driving down with speed. Loses control.
Good play by Onana there. Played U15 Team New Brunswick this summer, so you know he's a strong opponent. It's 2 more points go up for the Huskies.
Driving in, he's going to find Mateo. And Pharrell Kenji is going to draw the foul.
Yeah, that'll be the 3rd against Heartland here in the early going. And Still over 6 minutes left to play. Second against Cooper Blois. So we'll get a bit of a personnel change as head coach Joel Everett will make the swap. Looks like he's sending in Tanner Sharp. One of his young guns. Only 2 grade 10 students on this team for Heartland, Tanner Sharp and Simon Matthew, but we saw a decent amount of both of them yesterday. Looks like today Sharp is the 6th man in.
And Pharrell Kenji goes 1 for 2 there. And it is good from number 5, Matt Davila. Or check that. Tanner Sharp.
Yeah, coming off the bench, getting some points early. You love to see it. As we mentioned, the Heartland team do love to shoot threes.
He does draw the foul there, Tanner Sharp, but just decides to throw it up anyways just to see if it can find the net and possibly make it a 3-point play, but he is going to go to the line for 2 regardless.
Yep. Mateo Onana, the guilty party on that infraction. His first, team second.
And the first one is going to go. And the same story with the second. 2 for 2.
Yeah, some accurate shooting so far here from the Heartland Huskies, but FCA a strong team on the drive. They're down right now, but can easily get themselves back into this. Lots of basketball left to play.
Here goes Heartland on the attack.
Oh,
Drives past the FCA player and gets the foul call there.
really nice move by Jaden Peck. He's one of just 4 grade 12 students on this Heartland roster, and we're going to get a timeout called now as coaches Scott Robertson, Jeffrey McLeod, and Jeff McMullen of the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles are going to bring the boys in and go over a few details. Take a moment to shout out our minor officials. Big thanks to Nolan Smith working the in-house scoreboard, Hudson Mason on that 24-second shot clock, and Jack Gillespie checking things off on the score sheet. They are all working under the watchful eye of Mr. Mike Fletcher, who is not only the athletic director here at Harvey High School and the assistant coach for the senior boys basketball team, he's also the tournament convener. He's done a lot of work to make sure this tournament happened. We had 5 great games of basketball yesterday. Looking forward to some good games again today. So far, the Blacks Senior Boys Invitational has been a huge success, and that's thanks to his efforts. So big thanks to Mr. Mike Fletcher.
Oh, for sure. A ton of great games. I would like to point out that is Mateo Onana's second foul. So I wouldn't be surprised if they took him off here.
Yeah, Onana, a very important player for the Eagles, but of course you don't want anyone to get into foul trouble this early. We're barely into the first quarter, so could be real dangerous if you start to lose someone.
Yeah, a very strong defensive player, and yes, he is going to go to the bench, but a very strong defensive player, especially showcased in the first game where he won player of the game, that first game being against Harvey. Despite the loss, he played amazing defense. First shot is going to go for Jaden Peck.
Yeah, Peck, normally a distance shooter, but elected to drive it in on that last one. Showed some nice moves, too, with the initial spin to get by Luke Cayley. So maybe we'll see him drive a little more if it results in a couple of points and a foul against an opponent like that. Although he's going to head to the bench, grab a breather. Simon Matthew, the other grade 10 student for these Huskies, will check in.
Number 3, driving in, Luke Robertson. He's going to pass it out to Pharrell Kenji. Ezkafor with the screen. Kenji's going to drive in. Looks for someone open. He's going to find Greg Lamb. Oh, sorry, check that. Emmett McLeod, and he's going to go for a layup. It's good from Pharrell Kenji. He's going to get 2 on the board for
Kenji,
SCA.
a key player for the Eagles as well. One of only 2 grade 12 players who were on the roster last year and the year before. I know Luke Robertson, I'm fairly certain, played in grade 9. I'm sure Kenji did as well, but he's been playing since at least grade 10. Eagles roster is fairly young, but they rely on their veterans like Kenji, both offensively and defensively.
And Heartland driving a little bit more this game with Kyle Orser going in for the layup there. And now passing around the arc. FCA, number 12, is going to go for a drive, and it's intercepted by number 4, Kyle Orser. He's going to go down, finds number 5, Tanner Sharp, wide open, but there is an infraction. I don't know what it was there.
Doesn't look like it was a foul. Might have been just a travel or something in the offensive zone, as possession will change, but we don't see any fouls going up on the board.
Oh, it is taken away by number 5, Tanner Sharp. It looked like number 3, Luke Robertson, was going to slow it down and look for a pass, but before he was able to lift it up and find someone, Tanner Sharp just swatted it out of his hands.
Yeah. That's the second foul against Robertson as well. Another grade 12 student, key player for these Eagles.
Wide open 3 from Tanner Sharp, just coming off that impressive steal.
I think that's 2 3-pointers for Sharp so far. And we're only about 6 minutes into the first quarter. Robertson responding with 3 of his own. Eagles are going to have to get that part of their game going.
There goes Heartland passing it around. No good there. And now it is going to be FCA on the attack. It's going to go to number 6, Luke Cayley. He's going to go for a shot, and it is good. Mid-range shot there.
Cayley, one of quite a few grade 10 contributors on this FCA squad. They've got Kaylee Onana and Emmett McLeod, all grade 10 starters. Abuka Zakafor, who's out there, number 14, came on in place of Onana, also in grade 10, and a player who gets significant minutes. So this FCA Eagles squad, certainly a young one, but some effective players in their sophomore year.
Luke Robertson, he's going to go for 2, and it is good. And now it is going to be Eagles looking to respond here. 4-point lead they have. Oh, no good. Failed to make it 6. And Kenji driving in. He's going to draw the foul. Pretty clear foul there.
Yeah, well, Tovi Rideout, I think, is the guilty party, but it looked like he had his hands up, so I don't know. Yeah, it is indeed going against Rideout. Certainly one of Heartland's big men in the paint. He does a great job securing rebounds, both offensively and defensively, but I guess just got a little too aggressive there.
And the first one is good.
I believe that puts Kenji at 2 for 3 for the...
I believe you're correct. Let's see if we can make it 3 for 4. Indeed he can.
Yeah, this puts the Eagles at a little 7-point run now. As it was looking like they were going to let the Huskies run away with this one, but the Eagles have come back nicely, and now it's a one-score game.
And there goes Heartland shooting some threes. Got to start making them if they want to keep the Eagles' little comeback here at bay. Ezkafor is going to pass it over to Kenji, driving down.
Almost picked up by Wright out there.
Find someone wide open in the corner, no good from Emmett McLeod. And now Heartland's going to slow it down. Try to set up a play here, possibly try to find the open 3. It is hit away by Kenji briefly, passing it around, looking for someone open.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
It is tipped up. No good. Number 5, Tanner Sharp. Last second shot there.
Yeah, great defensive pressure by the Eagles. Let's see if they can capitalize now and tie things up.
And there we go. Kenji, as you were just saying, managed to tie it up.
Yep. And who else but Kenji? He's a very dangerous player when he gets in close. Strong drives to the net, and certainly if the ball is on number 11's hands, Heartland's going to have to watch out for that.
Oh, for sure. And there goes Luke Cayley. No good.
Nice work to get that shot off, though. He gives up at least 6 inches to the defender in Tovi Wright out there, but still managed to put a shot high.
And for El Kenji for 3, no good. FCA shooting a little bit more threes here lately.
Yeah, well, they know it's a huge part of Heartland's game, so if you want to hang with them, it's a part of your game you got to get going as well.
Here goes to Ride Out. He is gonna get it to go. Giving the Huskies a 2-point lead.
Ride Out on the board. Now the 4th player to score for Heartland.
Luke Cayley from mid-range, no good. No, it is going to go to Kyle Orser. He's going to bring it up for Heartland.
And this is somewhere we've seen the Huskies excel in the last few minutes of quarters, eating up the clock, making sure if they have possession, they're not going to allow any last-minute drives from their opponents. So they do a good job there. Even if they don't score, they limit the chance against. And certainly in the early game, especially where it's this close.
Exactly.
That's something you want.
And now they are going to go into the second with a 2-point lead against the Eagles. So it's 19-17 currently.
And we'll take this moment to thank our premium sponsors. Big thanks to Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devilon and Bobcat heavy equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, and Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from both groups and individuals. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information. Should shout out the folks working up here behind the scenes as well. Big thanks to Caleb Brewer working camera 1 right now. Rebecca Astles keeping our in-game scoreboard, or our on-stream scoreboard rather, all up to date. And it's Kevin Sheffers-Roy, the man at the module, working the console position. We had some video issues early on in the stream, but I don't know what Kevin did behind the scenes. He made sure we get you that crystal clear image, and you can hear us well as well. So big thanks to him. Should shout out the referees as well. Big thanks to Derek Black and Ethan Davidson for getting up early and making the trek down here to the David McMullen Gymnasium to officiate the game. They've done a good job so far. Certainly can be tough, especially both these teams with sizable parent contingents there in the stands. So pressure's on, but so far doing an excellent job.
And now we are going to see it's the end of the intermission, and Heartland ready to hopefully lengthen their very small lead over the Eagles. Possibly with 3-point shooting. They've taken a lot of threes. They just have not managed to connect on a lot of them. So if they manage to connect on a few more threes, FCA's got to watch out, because they can do that. And if they do, then they might have a sizable lead, and it'd be very difficult for the Eagles to catch up.
Yeah, it's the same 5 out there for FCA, but looks like another personnel change for Joel Everett's Huskies. Number 7, Colton Tricarton, grade 11 student, has come on as a big block from Kenji gets things started for the Eagles.
And here we go. Luke Cayley from 3. No good. And now Heartland still looking to lengthen their lead. Probably looking for a 3 here. Yep. Oh, another one no good for Heartland. Let's hope that can improve shortly. Luke Cayley looks like he almost went for 3 there. Now Ezkafor. It is nearly intercepted by Heartland, but Ezkafor is going to recover and get the 2 points down.
I don't know if that's how he drew it up with that bounce pass inside. Luckily rolling to him where he could basically accept his own pass and drive in, but I'm sure FCA will take it.
And number 7, Colton with a deep 2, no good. It is going to go out to number 3, Luke Robertson. He's not going to manage to connect. Now Tanner Sharp, no good. And FCA looking to respond.
Almost poked away by Kyle Orser, coming back on the back check.
Oh, it is rolled away. It's going to be a battle, but no good. It is going to go to Heartland. Quick drive. The layup is good for number 2, Jaden Peck. And there we're going to see still just a mere 2-point lead for the Huskies.
Yeah, really tight game right now.
Pharrell Kenji running low on the shot clock.
And we get the foul call as FCA boys called in. And Kenji will go to the line. I believe that's against, looks like number 7, Colton Trecarton.
He is pretty good at drawing fouls here. We've seen it a lot in the games. He shot a lot of free throws, and it is going to go against number 7, Colton Trecarton.
Yeah, Kenji's 3rd trip to the line already, and we're barely into the second quarter. Goes 0 for 2 that time, but not a player you want to keep giving those chances.
Oh, for sure. Currently 3 for 6 from the line. So definitely someone you'd want to avoid sending, because if he can make one every time, he might just start racking up some points.
And FCA used that timeout to make a personnel change. Luke Robertson, grade 12 student, grabbing a breather, and Isaac Neild has checked into the game wearing number 9 for FCA. He's not a player who's going to put up major double digits on the scoreboard, but a very important role player for these FCA Eagles. He'll make the right play defensively at just the right time. A lot of assists, getting open, drawing defenders to him.
And here goes Abuka Escofor wide open, and he's going to get that 2 points there.
Just making it look easy as Escofor, and just like that, we're tied up again. Great back and forth game here in the early going.
And now Heartland passing around. He's going to find number 4, Kyle Orser, wide open on the drive, but unfortunately he doesn't get the layup to go.
Something we actually saw a lot from Salisbury last night was guys getting open with those cuts in through the paint. So Heartland might have taken a page out of their book there and adding that to their repertoire.
Oh, no good from Heartland. 3-point attempt by Kyle Orser. And here goes Pharrell Kenji. Oh, passed back into number 9, Isaac Neild. He's going to get it to go.
Nice work by Neild. He's now the 6th FCA player to score. This looks like Orser's going to go down. His teammates running in to give him a hand.
And Kyle Orser is going to go to the line for 2 as the foul is going to go against number 12, M. McLeod. He's going to get his first.
Team's first of the quarter.
First shot is not good for Kyle Orser. Nor is the second. So here comes Buka Escofor. He's going to pass over to Pharrell Kenji. Pharrell Kenji, wide open 3 there. Oh, no good. Kyle Orser passing around. Heartland potentially looking for a drive here. Or a pass to the cut in. And he is going to go for a wide open 3 once again. No good. Heartland struggled a little bit this game with their 3-point shooting.
Yeah, we do see Cooper Blois is checked back into the game. Took a couple early fouls and ended up heading to the bench, but he's back out there now. Very important 3-point shooter for this Heartland squad. There's another player, couple players on FCA actually, some starters with 2 fouls who are sitting out right now. Wonder if we'll see them kind of reintegrated into the game, as both Onana and Robertson are starting players for the Eagles, but are sitting right now just to make sure they stay available throughout the game. Oh, through the 5-hole there as McLeod's pass to Kenji goes down, and timeout called by head coach Joel Everett of the Heartland Community School Huskies.
And now with the Eagles getting ahead just a little bit, the Huskies are going to want to hopefully stop this from becoming a sizable lead, as the Huskies have struggled to get some points. They've got the shots off, but they're just not able to connect. So I think what they're going to have to do is either just go for the drive or start making their threes.
Huskies are 2-0 in this tournament, but got those wins in 2 very different ways. Their first game against the Simon Seabees, they won 66-57, although that score got a lot closer in the 4th quarter. Huskies very much in control of that game through the first 3. Simons did lead a pretty valiant comeback effort in the 4th, but ultimately fell short. Their second win was against the Salisbury Regional School Cougars. Cougars coming in basically like hopped off the bus and got ready to play as they came all the way from Salisbury after school. That game was a real back and forth nail biter. Both teams holding leads at one point. Ultimately, after some last minute foul shots, it was Heartland coming away with a 92-91 victory. So they are 2-0 in this tournament so far, but winning a couple of different ways, which is kind of bodes well. They're showing they can win different types of games. FCA 1-1. They played 2 very close games. Good game against Harvey. They dropped the opener 75-80 and won 84-76 against Simons in kind of a similar fashion to Heartland. FCA ahead most of the game. Simons leading a comeback effort, but ultimately falling short as Akafor puts up 2 more. He's got 6 points from off the bench. And nice to know for Scott Robertson's squad, he has those options. After Onana, the BNB player, had to come out, he can feel confident putting in his Akafor.
And there's the Heartland 3-point shooting. They're already a bit closer. There's now a 3-point gap between the 2 teams. And there goes the travel call. Number 12, Emmett McLeod.
Yep. It's Cooper Blois's 9th 3-point shot of this tournament. He had 2 in the game against Simons, 6 in the game against Salisbury, and that's his first tonight, or today rather, although I'm sure it won't be his last.
Anyway, here goes number 9, Cooper Blois, passing around the arc, possibly looking for a drive here or a cut in. No, they're going to go for 3. No good. Plot with the offensive rebound. Kyle Orser managed to get the second chance points for his team. And now only a 1-point gap separating these 2 teams. This is definitely a crucial matchup for both of these teams. FCA, it is good for their first. And now it is going to be a long pass. Shot up, no good.
All alone in the corner. I don't know how he stuck behind the defense there. As we have a foul called here, I think that's going against Tovey Rideout.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Second foul.
Team's second of the quarter. With only 4 minutes left to play. We're not too close to bonus or foul troubles or anything, but something to keep an eye on. Weston Krause providing some defense there. Another grade 12 student for this veteran Heartland squad. He's wearing number 3 checked into the game. Good defense under the net there.
And shot is up by Luke Haley, no good. Ooh. Number 9, Isaac Neal attempted a very similar thing to Kyle Orser, just with that second chance, but it didn't end up going.
Nice aggressive play by McLeod there, trying to poke the ball away. And I think he's getting into the heads of the opponents.
And it is good for the and 1. by
Kenji, I
Tovi.
believe, on that foul.
Yeah, he's going to go for one. Tovi right out.
Yeah.
And the foul is going to go against. We're just waiting it to go up on the board, and it's going to go against Pharrell Kenji.
His first team second as this sends Tovi right out to the line. Chance to tie it up here.
And the shot is good there. Bounced up for a second, but it managed to go. And now it is number 6, Luke Cayley. Screened by Abuka Escafor. He's driving in. Oh, and there is a travel called there.
Yep. Don't think Kaylee likes it, but they do have to deal with it.
Here goes number 4, Kyle Orser, over to Rideout. Oh, no good from number 9.
Rims out. That's a tough break for Orser. Or sorry, check that, Blois.
Driving down with speed, and he is going to draw the foul. Emmett McLeod. He's going to go to the line for 2. I believe he's 1 for 2 currently.
I've got that 1 for 2, yeah, on my sheet as well. Is Kyle Orser the guilty party. That's the 3rd foul for Heartland in this quarter. We'll see if McLeod, the team is 4 for 8 as well, 50%.
First shot for Orser, no good. Check that, Emmett McLeod.
Yep. Kevin Van Ruler checking into the game. He's going to contest this rebound along with Tovi right out for the Huskies. Coach reminding them to box out.
And the second one, same story. A nice attempt by Abuka Escafor to get that second chance, but just didn't end up falling. So now we'll see Heartland with a chance to respond here. Number 4, Kyle Orser, bringing it up for Heartland. Oh, no.
Oh.
Will they recover it? Nope.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait. All right. Well, it looks like there may have been a foul against Heartland there. Foul play.
Yeah, foul committed by FCA, I believe. Not sure which play. I do see 2 for 12 on there, so
Emmett
McLeod, his second, team's 3rd. Orser fighting against almost the whole FCA team there from the ground.
Yeah, very impressive how he managed to get the foul call and not lose control. Emmett McLeod loses control periodically and is going to get the foul call, as he is going to go to the line for an extra 2 points. He also has, after this 5th and 4th, he is going to have 6, same as Pharrell Kenji. And it is going to go against Tanner Sharp. First shot is going to go for Emmett McLeod, making him 2 for 5. And he's going to go to try to make that 3 for 6. And second shot goes. 3 for 6, the exact same free throw record as Pharrell Kenji currently. Both 3 for 6. And the shot's up for Heartland. No good from number 2, Jaden Pack. But they are maybe going to recover a jump ball. Quite the battle there by...
Kenji and Orser both getting into it there as fighting over the ball. 2 veteran grade 12 players, both the leading scorers for their team, wanting to make sure they secure the ball in these last couple minutes of the second. So Van Ruler's going to grab a breather, and Jonah DeMerchant has checked back into the game. I believe, almost all the starters are out for Heartland. Cooper Blois still resting on the sideline.
Buka Escafor. Battle for the ball there as number 4, Kyle Orser. Long ball to Rideout. Wide open under the net.
All alone And you definitely can't let a guy like Tovey ride out right beside the net like that. He's going to get that every single time. FCA guilty of a travel now, and we are tied, but momentum swinging back towards the Huskies.
31-31. The minute and a half remaining in the half. In the first half, Kyle Orser, oh, no good. They've not been as consistent from the three as they have been in other games.
No, they haven't been able to get that going yet, but I think they're adding other elements to their game. Emmett McLeod wanted a foul call there, but no, nothing going.
Fryle over to Buka Escafor. He's
really
going to get
nice
it to go.
Give and go between Kenji and Escafor out there. Escafor, his first year on the team, so they haven't quite had as much time to build that chemistry, but you see some good work between the pair of them there. And as we mentioned, Mateo Onana still sitting, but if you can keep him fresh for the second quarter, Escafor providing some great secondary scoring here.
And the refs consulting with each other.
Yeah, Derek Black and Ethan Davidson want to make sure the scoreboard is accurate and 24-second shot clock as well, so we get that reset there. Should thank our minor officials as well. Big thanks to Nolan Smith, Hudson Mason, and Jack Gillespie. All players for the senior boys squad.
The 3 grade 9 players, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. The 3 rookies. And they will be taking on these same Heartland Huskies at 1:30. It's Heartland's last game of the tournament. Harvey's third. That'll be a game to watch. Both teams currently 2-0. Although Heartland's record will change after the end of this game.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep their lossless streak going, or if the Eagles will manage to beat them and then gain the same record as them, 2-1.
Yeah, at that point, you'd have 2 teams tied at 2-1, and if Heartland can beat Harvey and the FCA takes care of business against, I believe it's Salisbury, they still have to play at 3:15, you could have a situation where 3 teams are all tied at 3-1 at the top of the standings. Would get interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what they'd do in that. Would they go for like goal differential?
I think you look at point differential and who beat who specifically. Although in that situation, each team will have beaten the others once. You might just look at the point differential in those 3 games. So, yeah, very much up in the air. Any one of these 3 teams could end up winning this tournament, depending on how the games go. Heartland does control their own fate, though. Eagles would need a little bit of help.
Passing around, shots up, no good. All the way over to Pharrell Kenji, 2-on-1. He's going to go for the drive and get it to go, despite the efforts of Rideout and Jaden Peck. And now Heartland.
Kenji, the first player to hit double digits, and definitely a prolific scorer for these Eagles.
Taken away. Over out to Pharrell Kenji. He's going to go for 3. Oh, just bounces out there. And Kyle Orser gets the rebound. Driving down the sideline. He's going to slow it down. Try to set up a play here. Rideout in the middle. I assume he'll be helpful here. Yeah, provides the screen. And they're probably going to pass to him cutting in. Oh, no. I thought they might pass to him there for the cut. He's just going to throw one.
And just one shot yet again. Heartland controlling the clock at the end of a quarter. They're pretty good at that, but they do head to the locker room down by 4. Score is currently Heartland 31, FCA 35 as Eagles came into that quarter down by 2. They will leave up by 4. Still lots of basketball left to play as we go to the halftime break.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down. Shot up.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
Welcome back, everyone. During this time, the Harvey High School stream team would like to thank our premium sponsors, Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams, Renovations, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devilon and Bobcat heavy equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, and Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from groups and individuals. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
You had a great first half there, back and forth. Huskies led by 2 at the end of the first quarter. Now it's the Eagles up by 4, but should be good as we see all the starters back out for both teams. Mateo Onana and Luke Robertson back out there for the Eagles, and Cooper Blois has joined his teammates for the Huskies. So good lineup here as early travel there by Kenji stalls the Eagles' drive before it gets going. Now Heartland gifted the ball in the Eagles' zone. As a reminder, Heartland is 2-0 in this tournament so far. Eagles are 1-1. This is game 6 of 10. Lots of exciting basketball left to play.
Driving in. Oh, he loses control. Number 9, Isaac check that. Cooper Blois. Over to Pharrell Kenji. And the shot's up for the Eagles. It's good. One of the few 3-pointers we've seen in this game. That time by Emmett McLeod.
Yeah, Heartland definitely a strong 3-pointing team. Eagles don't tend to do it as much, but Emmett McLeod there, a grade 10 student, showing his worth. There's a big block from Onana, but he's getting called there.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of blocking from him in the first game. I believe he had over 7 at least, and it is going to be his third, so something to watch out for, definitely.
Yeah.
And now Kyle Orser going to the line for his 3rd and 4th. First one goes, making him 1 for 3. Let's see if he can make that 2 for 4.
Yeah, we saw Onana get into a bit of foul trouble at the beginning of the first quarter. Ended up sitting for most of the first half. Ebuka Eziakafor, wearing number 14, was the guy who came on for him and did a great job replacing him. Scored 8 points from off the bench. So could see a similar situation here if Onana gets any more fouls.
Long ball over to Kenji. It is intercepted by Rideout.
Rideout looking like Tavares McFadden out there, doing his best job of intercepting that ball.
Over to Kyle Orser. Passing around the arc, possibly looking for a 3-point opportunity. They're going to... Oh, it is tipped away by Onana, and he is going to push it out of bounds, resetting the play.
Oh, maybe not, as referee Derek Black checking in with the boys at the shot clock. It was at 5 seconds, yep. And I think it was accidentally reset, as Hudson Mason's going to put that back to 5 indeed. So strong defense from the Eagles. Huskies need a shot, and they need it quick.
And number 2 going for the shot, no good. Line number 2, Jaden Pack. And now it's Heartland, or FCA, looking to respond, and they do with an incredible drive from Emmett McLeod.
Great work by McLeod, coming out on fire in this second half. He scored all of FCA's points so far.
Heartland still not doing as well as they were in the other 2 games on the 3-point shooting, but nevertheless, they're still getting shots up. Passing around, finds the wide open 3. Oh, FCA nearly make a 3 there with Luke Robertson. And they're going to go for another 3, this time with Emmett McLeod. But here goes Heartland.
Oh, good. Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Kenji ran into him, and that's a foul call.
Coming back a little too aggressively there, getting called for the push in the back. That's his second, team's second of the third quarter.
Kyle Orser one shot by Kyle Orser as he kind of jumped into Kenji. Incredible play by Kyle Orser there. And Kenji, back-to-back fouls for him. Oh, no, it is going to go against
Ethan
Emmett
Davidson
McLeod.
making the call against Emmett McLeod. Emmett McLeod's third foul as well, so that's another starting player for the Eagles, potentially in some foul trouble.
Orser's 5th and 6th now. Or no, only 1 because of the and 1. He is going to get it to go.
So that will put Orser well into double digits for the afternoon, both him and Pharrell Kenji. And also Emmett McLeod with those 5 points to start the quarter. So a few players having a good offensive day.
Intense defense from Heartland. And he is going to get the shot off, though. They were just defending him strongly, and no wonder they were, as Luke Robertson responds to their aggressive defense.
Yeah.
Once you give him an opportunity to shoot, he will connect.
Robertson's grown since grade 9, but he's still not the tallest player out there. Both defenders, Blois and DeMerchant, have a few inches on him, but still able to get the ball out to a teammate who got it right back to him. Nice give and go from the Eagles.
And there we go, Jaden Peck getting some points up for Heartland.
Jaden Peck coming in close. He's was a dangerous three-point shooter in the 2 games yesterday, but showing he can score up close.
Oh, and they
as
are
well.
going to defend Luke Robertson again. They are knowing that they cannot leave him open because they must have realized how strong he is from beyond the 3.
Yeah, not sure
line.
if that's Joel Everett coaching down there or Avon Barksdale, because he sure is looking at those corners and protecting them hard.
Pharrell Kenji passing around. And there we go. He's going to go for another 3 and make it again. There's Luke Robertson. No wonder they are guarding him. They cannot leave him open.
Yeah, Eagles really starting to soar now.
8-point lead. Shots up. No good from Heartland. They need to start connecting to respond to Luke Robertson's flurry of 3s. Almost got another one there if the pass had connected.
Looks like it's off the defenders, so Eagles will get the ball. And one thing about the Huskies, because they are such a strong three-point shooting team, deficits can get disappeared pretty quickly. They can catch up in a hurry, but they do need to get their shooting going one way or another.
Yeah, they do definitely need to. They've kind of struggled this game a little bit more than others, as there's going to be a pushing foul, I believe.
Blois or Orser is the guilty party. His second. Team's first.
Not too much of a concern thus far, but just something to watch out for. And there we go. They're going to leave him open. Oh, nearly again from Luke Robertson. They just cannot leave him open.
Just killing them from the corners there.
As Heartland having a little bit of more trouble this game than some of the others. And they're going to go for a drive right out. Oh, and
wow. Great play by Rideout with the patience there and the little behind-the-back pass with the assist from Jonah DeMerchant. Couple of boys who have played together for a few years, you got to imagine, both in grade 11.
And now another FCA player, Luke Cayley, trying to prove his three-point ability. No good that time. Heartland. It is going to be tipped away, and a wide-open drive from Emmett McLeod. Oh, no! And he draws the in-1. Number 9, Cooper Blois, kind of came out of nowhere and ended up getting some contact. So Emmett McLeod is going to go to the line for his 7th and 8th. And, yes, it is going to go against Cooper Blois. He's going to get his 3rd.
McLeod 3 for 6 from the line this afternoon, or this morning rather. And will not get the and 1.
And here goes Huskies. Long range shot there, no good. A battle. Jump ball right before, just before Rideout could gain control. And they're going to get some.
calling back for a teammate. Here's Luke Cayley bringing the ball over. Orser defending hard.
Pharrell. Oh, McLeod loses control periodically, and there we go. Oh, no. There was a bit of congestion that time, though. Maybe didn't get it off quick enough to avoid the Heartland players.
Again, Robertson sneaking into the corner there. So he goes down hard, hustling back on defense as well.
Don't believe it was a foul there, though.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. We may see it go up on the board. No?
I don't believe it was.
No, I believe
it
was clean, yeah.
Yeah, I believe it just went out of bounds off the FCA player. Right out. Oh, no, lose control. And will it go to FCA? I believe it will. No, maybe. No, it is going to go to Heartland.
6 seconds on the shot clock, though. They got to get something going in a hurry. Some good motion, but FCA staying with them.
And the shot is up. It is good. Number 8, Jonah DeMerchant.
It's DeMerchant's first points. He's had some nice assists and made some good plays, but nice to see him get going on the scoreboard as well. 6th player to score for these Huskies. Not sure what that is. 2 hands up. Is that mutual fouls by the looks of it?
Oh, they both two-handed each other.
Yeah, so 3rd against Kenji and 1st against Shunta Taguchi. That can't be right.
He's not even on.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yep, they're taking that foul off. Looks like it's the 3rd against Rideout. As I think that was McLeod scoring there. Or no, possibly Robertson. Sorry, I missed it there. But either way, couple points for the Eagles.
Taken away by Kenji there. Looks like he tried to actually get control of it, but ended up not able to. So it is going to be Heartland ball here.
Yep, and with Tovey Rideout's 3rd foul, he'll grab a breather. Simon Merrithew has checked into the game. Nice motion there by Merrithew getting open.
And it is swatted away by Onana. Luke Robertson. And it is going to be slapped away by the Heartland player.
Yeah, Jonah DeMerchant hustling back on defense. Nice work and good discipline, too, to just make sure he touched the ball. With both teams at 4 fouls, you don't want to be the one who puts the opponent into bonus. As Onana has recorded, somewhat surprisingly, his first 2 points of this game.
Well, he was out for most of the first half because of some early foul troubles.
That is true, yeah. If you look at time on the court, that kind of tells the story there.
He has been strong on defense, though, getting lots of rebounds and managing to get that block just a few plays ago. And they're going to go for mid-range. Can't even connect on the mid-range. And now SCA with a 10-point lead. Somewhat of a concern for Heartland at this point. They've kind of let them get away a little bit. Over to Onana. He's going to pass it over to, I believe that is Luke Cayley. Now it's Luke Robertson. Other Luke. Onana.
Good ball moving by the Eagles, but they need a shot here.
Oh, and it doesn't manage to connect on the fadeaway.
Oh, nice moves by
Great
Jaden Peck.
drive by Jaden Peck to score his team 2 points.
Slipping by the defenders. Grade 12 student with some nice footwork there.
Over to Onana. Foul called there. I believe it is on number 8.
I think that is right, Jonah DeMerchant. Yeah.
I don't believe he has any fouls yet, though, so yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
it is the team's 5th, so it was a shooting foul anyways, but it does put the Eagles into bonus with a little under 2 minutes left to play.
And now,
Certainly when you're trying to mount the comeback charge, not a position you want to put your opponents in. As
Onana.
Blois is back into the game, as is number 3, Weston Krause.
First one doesn't go. Neither of the shots managed to connect. Heartland just less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Passing it around. And the floater is good from Kyle Orser, and he's going to go to line for one as well.
And I think Onana getting a little frustrated here as that is his fourth foul. And this puts the Huskies into bonus as well. So I think to maintain roster flexibility, they're going to bring Onana out.
And put on.
Zakafor will take his place. Did a great job in the first half, subbing in for his teammate. We'll see if he can provide the same level of defense and offense.
And the first shot and the one and only shot by Kyle Orser ends up going. 4 for 6 he's been from the line.
McLeod looking to respond.
And it goes out to Luke Robertson, who you cannot leave open in the corner.
Yet again, Robertson with the dagger. And I don't know, Heartland, why they went away from that kind of double teaming the corners there, because it was, I guess it wasn't working as perfectly as you'd hoped, but it still provided at least a little bit of resistance to Robertson. Strong three-point shooter.
Very deep three-point shot by the other Luke Cayley. The two Lukes have been have shot a lot of threes. Oh, and that is a...
Tripped up there is...
Simon Merrithew goes down.
Yeah, McLeod frustrated. He knows what happened. That is his fourth foul. And because the Huskies are in bonus, they go to the line regardless of where or how the foul happens.
2 FCA players on 4 fouls, something you don't want to see. Emmett McLeod and Onana both at 4.
Isaac Neald's going to check into the game now. Merrithew will get 2.
First one doesn't go for Merrithew. Let's see if he can connect with the second.
Yeah, his first trip to the line in this game as Coach Everett of the Huskies gets ready to make a substitution as well. Kevin Van Ruler going to check into the game, possibly taking Merrithew out. And the shot is good. Nope, it's Tanner Sharp who's going to check out as Huskies readjust their defensive responsibilities.
Luke Robertson. Screen provided. He's going to go for 3. Maybe a little stronger from the corners.
Yeah, it might have been a little the wrong angle for him.
Yeah, his corner threes are incredible. He basically, if you leave him open at all, he'll make it.
Good pass inside to Neal. He's going to draw the foul.
FCA have done a great job of taking advantage of Heartland's somewhat of a lack of three-pointing ability this game. It's sort of shocking, but there is going to be a foul call here as number 9, Isaac Neald, is going to go to the line for 2 for his first trip, and Simon Merrithew is going to pick up a foul.
His first, but team's 6th of the quarter with 30 seconds left to play.
Isaac Neald, no good. Let's see if he can connect on the second. No good.
It's not quite enough time to eat up the whole clock here. Orser will drive in and draws the foul there.
Get the foul call. That'll be his 7th and 8th foul shots, and we're just waiting on the board to see who it's up against.
I believe it's Luke Cayley, yes indeed, number 6, his first.
Yeah, his first.
Team's 7th by the looks of it.
Oh my. And the first is good. So 5 for 7 he's been. Let's see if we can make that 6 for 8. And it is good. I believe he has been perfect from the line other than his first trip where he missed both. both.
That's what I have as well. Started a little cold at 10 a.m., but has since warmed up a decent amount. Just contested rebound there, but I think Blois out just a split second too late. So FCA will take over.
And now it's going to be Pharrell Kenshi with the inbound.
Just 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Heartland on a prevent defense, and now here's Colton Tricarton, a chance for two.
Oh my goodness, confusion. No good.
Oh.
What
Tough
a-
break. Both teams with a chance to score there, but neither one will. So FCA started the quarter up by 4. They finish it up by 5, but still very much anyone's game. Another close matchup here at the Black Senior Boys Invitational Tournament.
Would like to take a moment to thank our premium sponsors: Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devilon and Bobcat Heavy Equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, and Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from groups and individuals. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information.
And as we mentioned, this is game 6 of 10 here at the Black Senior Boys Invitational Tournament. Lots of great basketball coming up. Make sure you tune in at 11:45. We have the Salisbury Regional Cougars against the Simon Seabees. Both teams currently 0-2, but have played some good games last night, and I'm sure are both hungry for their first win of this tournament. Then at 1:30, it's what many are calling the marquee matchup of this tournament. The Harvey Lakers versus the Heartland Huskies. These teams battled it out a lot in the past. Heartland's been playing AA the past couple of years, so the rivalry's gone a little dormant, but certainly teams with some history against each other. Both teams having very strong performances at this tournament so far, so that should be a great game at 1:30. Then at 3:15, FCA and Salisbury finish off their tournaments with a matchup against each other. And finally, to close things off at 5, we have the hometown Lakers taking on the Simon Seabees. So you'll want to make sure to check those games out. Heartland currently 2-0, FCA 1-1. And while it looks like FCA is on the road to improving to 2-1, anything could happen. Both these teams still very much in it. A great matchup. We've been pretty spoiled, actually. I think the largest margin of victory at this tournament has been 10 points. A lot of the games very close, 2-3 possession games. Of course, we had the classic Heartland-Salisbury matchup in Game 4 that came down to the last second foul shot and ended up being a 1-point game. Yep, Heartland is single A this year. They've been playing double A the past few years, though, and they're dropped down to single A this year after the graduation of some strong players.
Drive again. Pass to Rideout, no good. He's going to go out of bounds. And as before, going to pass it into Luke Cayley. Screen provided by Isaac Neild with the screen. Handoff to Luke Robertson. Isaac Neild over to Pharrell.
5 seconds on the shot clock. They need something here.
And they find Luke Cayley in the corner.
That doesn't quite touch the rim, so... Pass a little too far for Kyle Orser. Showed some good speed trying to get there, but you can only run so far in the confines of the gym, so... Unfortunately, pass overshot.
Here goes Isaac Neild, or check that, Luke Cayley. Now it's over to Luke Robertson. Oh, no good. And here goes Heartland. Rideout. Bobbles for a second, but it is good.
And that will put Rideout at double digits as well for the afternoon. Played a strong game in the post, which is, some people don't know, it's kind of the area underneath the net. Orser needs some help now as FCA with a strong defense.
Driving in with speed. Here goes Heartland. Shots up, no good.
Nice work by Colton Tricarton to secure the rebound and maintain possession in the offensive zone.
Searching around. Heartland looking for an open drive or just anything open at this point. Over to Pharrell Kenji. He's going to go for a layup and get the foul call.
Yep. I believe that's Jonah DeMerchant's second. Trying to block and caught a little too much arm and not enough ball. So he will send Kenji to the line. I believe this is Kenji's 4th trip to the foul line.
Yeah, must be. He has 8 total. After this, it'll be 8 total foul shots. This is the first, meaning he is 3 for 7. Let's see if he can make the second. Theoretically, he's 50% before this, so he should make the second.
And he does. There you go.
There we go.
Stats never lie, as they say. Well, they don't say that.
Right out. Shots up. Heartland's still lacking in the 3 department a little bit compared to the other games. Right out. Driving in.
Oh, nice drive by DeMerchant, getting by a couple of defenders. And he scores from in close. Huskies would love to get him going.
A quarter taken out of the 4th quarter thus far. And once again, Luke Cayley, you need to fight him in the corner.
Oh.
And there goes Heartland slowing it down. Driving in. No good. Goes to Isaac Neild. 1-on-3 drive. And it is good.
Nice work by Isaac Neild. Driving through the defender and had to stop up short because of where the defender posted up, but still managed to get the shot in.
As Kapoor. Passing it around. Luke Cayley, no good.
Just adjusting the shot clock there. FCA with 11 seconds to make something happen.
Shot is up, and it is good from Luke Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson with 5 threes already, but showing he's dangerous in close as well. Made some good defensive plays too. Certainly a strong candidate for player of the game for the FCA Eagles.
Here we go for El Kenji driving down. He's going to slow it down. Going to go for a spin move and gets the foul call. If I'm not mistaken, that will be Trovy Rideout's 4th, assuming that it is against him. Pharrell Kenji will go for his 10th and 9th. Theoretically, he should make 1 out of 2, and he makes 1. And doesn't make the second, so
Maintaining that 50%.
nearly a huge swat by Kenji, but doesn't end up connecting with the ball there.
Went just a little bit early.
He's going to drive in. Isaac Neild passes to Kenji, no good. Aggressive defense from FCA trying to recover. Escobar does, and gets a foul called.
Definitely a push from behind there, yeah.
Jonah DeMerchant, I'm assuming that'll go against him.
That's a foul by Jonah DeMerchant, yep.
As Kafour goes to the line for 2. In any case.
Yep, coach is reminding him to take his time, breathe, as they look to extend this lead.
Oh, first one doesn't go. Let's see if he can connect with the second. Now this could make it a double-digit lead if he makes the second.
Okay. gets his own rebound.
And instead of making it just a double-digit lead, he makes it an 11-point lead.
What's better than 1? It's 2.
Shots up, no good. Shot is up, and there we go. There's the Heartland's 3-point shooting. Tanner Sharp.
He had 2 in the first quarter from beyond the arc and getting hot at just the right time. Heartland gets a few more of those, and they're right back in this game. They need to stop first, though.
Luke Robertson, they've left him open.
Oh.
This time he can prove he can shoot from anywhere, not just the corner.
That's some nice big set by the FCA offense to open that up for Robertson.
Luke Cayley.
Oh, and nope, that's a charge from Cayley as Jaden Peck stands him up. Cayley's second foul. Team's first of the quarter. As Jaden Peck, the grade 12 veteran, taking one for the team there.
Still an 11-point lead for FCA. Oh, lose control on Kenji against
Nice step by Kenji. Started out as a breakaway. Orser raced back to provide defense, but Kenji
and here comes Rideout.
Sidestep, and I think we're getting a foul here.
Possibly against Kafour.
FCA. The offensive push, we'll see if it's sick. No, it is indeed Cayley, as he seeks a bit of explanation from the ref to make sure he understands what went wrong.
This will be Tovey Rideout's second and third. 1 for 1 thus far. Let's see if he can make that 3 for 3.
Yeah, scores a lot from up close. It's a little further away than he's used to, but no good there. Oh, I guess it was an and 1. Oh.
Here he goes. Orser, Heartland looking for some sort of opportunity, either an open drive, and there's Rideout. Oh no! And the second one manages to connect.
Great patience from Rideout as he saw the defender coming. He knows this FCA team loves to go for the big block, so made sure he waited for the defender to commit.
I'm going to assume that based on the performance thus far, I believe it may be Orser winning player of the game for Heartland, if I had to.
Yeah, let's see. Jonah DeMerchant has already won, and Kyle Orser did win in game 2, so he may not be eligible. I know sometimes in these tournaments they like to switch it around. As timeout called by the FCA Eagles. Should take a moment to shout out the folks working up here in the skybox behind the scenes. Big thanks to Caleb Brewer, keeping you pointed in the right direction with his camera work up here in the skybox. Rebecca Astle has kept you up to date with the in-stream scoreboard, and Kevin Sheffers-Roy is catching all the mistakes and making sure you see the game from all the different angles at the console position. Big thanks to the three of them for their work behind the scenes, and to you, Hunter, for hopping on the microphone.
Timeout here, as with only a little under 4 minutes left in the game. We'll see how this ends up playing out.
The Eagles with the 9-point lead, but the way we know Heartland can shoot, that could be a 3-possession game. Now, they haven't really gotten their 3-point shooting going to the same extent as they have in their other 2 games yet this tournament, but we know it's a possibility, so it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. Although some of their players, Jaden Peck is mostly shooting threes the last couple games. He's done a great job with some drives. Tovey Rideout's having a great game with 15 points so far. He's a danger to score. And some other things to watch out for are foul situations. Tovey Rideout, Nemeth McLeod, Mateo Anana all have 4 fouls. And I believe all 3 are on the court right now. So that could play into things as well.
Passing it out to Luke Robertson. As Kafour. Oh, nearly intercepted there But Pharrell Kenji's going to recover. And just go for the shot. Almost good there.
From behind, it almost made it too. Impressive athletic play.
Orser with speed. No good, as Luke Robertson grabs the rebound. Here we go, passing around. Escafor with the screen. Now it's over to Pharrell. He's going to go for three, and it is good from Pharrell.
He's had a few attempts from beyond the arc, but that's his first success. Couldn't come at a better time for fans of the FCA Eagles.
And here we go, shots up. Oh, the Heartland nearly responding with three of their own. Pharrell coming down with speed. He's going to slow it down, though. Try to set up possibly a three-pointer or maybe a drive here. That's what he's going to go for. He finds Onana, and Onana manages to bank it off the glass. No good from Heartland, but they are going to get the rebound.
That's off of Ride out there, so Weston Krause is going to check into the game, spell off Jaden Peck for a moment. Interesting that both Onana and Escafor on the court for the Eagles really want to make sure they secure those boards.
Here we go. Kenji over to Escafor. Oh, no good. He's going to go for a second. Also no good. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Kenji. I guess there is going to be a foul called.
Good move around. I think that's got to be against Marathew because the way Tovey Rideout stood was textbook.
Yeah, Marathew is the third.
And this will put the Eagles into bonus.
And also, Kenji's 11th and 12th. He's great at drawing fouls. First one doesn't go, but if the trend continues, he should make the second.
Yeah, he's pretty consistently maintained that 50% shooting rate from the foul line.
And it
does indeed.
stays the exact same.
Nothing if not consistent for El Kenji.
Passing it around here. Way out. Oh no!
Oh.
And here goes Escafor. Wide open. Nobody's going to stop him.
Escafor with a great game. Would not be surprised to see him as a candidate for player of the game as well. A lot of worthy candidates for FCA's squad.
And there we go. Marathew, someone who you haven't seen that much in the last two games. He's going to go for 30 and connect, which is something Heartland has struggled with compared to their other games. Onana out to Luke Robertson. He's going to go for three. Oh, no.
And almost kept in bounds, but not quite. So Robertson took a bit of a tumble after that shot. 1 minute left, 14-point deficit. This may be too much for the Huskies to overcome, but they will play it out.
Right out. Taguchi driving in.
Oh, nice drive by Taguchi, but made the smart play there to try to pass it out. Keeps it in bounds, though, does Taguchi. Just stepped out there. Gonna get Van Ruler in as well for the dying minutes of this game, as Cameron Taylor is also going to check in. We'll get some of the younger boys for FCA on as well. Jesse Vance and Cameron Taylor will record some court time here as Escafor and Robertson grab a breather.
Oh, it looked like they were almost just going to dribble it out there, but
I think there's a little too much time left. I think where there's time for multiple shots, you don't really have that option. They'll try to eat up some clock, they'll take a shot, and then I believe Heartland may dribble it out. Although, no, there's still more than 24 seconds.
they're going to go for a shot. No good.
Weston Krause's three-point attempt will fall short. And now I think he will get a dribble out here as players congratulate each other on the court. McLeod will let that go. And please let them know. Both teams playing a great game there, and final buzzer will sound. Eagles pulling away in the second half, especially that fourth quarter. 79-65 is the final score, as they improve to 2-1, and Heartland will fall to 2-1, setting up some very interesting potential tiebreak situations. Eagles are going to have to do a quick turnaround. They will become huge Heartland fans in Game 8 as Heartland sets up against Harvey.
Just a quick shout out to the minor officials. Nolan Smith, Hudson Mason, and Jack Gillespie, as well as a thank you to everyone helping out. Kevin Sheffers-Roy, me on console, me and Mr. White are doing commentary, Kayla Brewer on camera 1, and Rebecca Astle on scoreboard. Now we have player of the game announcements.
Couple of great choices there is Rideout with 14 points from in the paint, adding a foul shot for a total of 15. Kenji also sinking that crucial 3 in the fourth quarter, adding 10 from in close and 6 from the foul line, puts him at a total of 19 points. He was the leading scorer for either team in that game, tied with Kyle Orser of the Huskies. So congratulations to both teams for a well-played game, and we'll catch you at 11:45 for the next one.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down. Shot up.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.